All right, everybody, what's going on? We got my mom on the show this week, the podcast, Investor Thrive Nation podcast. So you guys are probably wondering why I brought my mom on the podcast. First of all, because I love my mom. And second of all, she's really cool. And she's got a lot of cool stuff that I think everybody would be interested in hearing. So my mom, don't be nervous, Mom. You're going to do a good job.
It's
Okay?
good. I'm next to you.
Yeah.
You are the best.
Yeah, thank you. You're going to be great. So Investor Thrive Nation, if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, Investor Thrive, it's a company dedicated to helping real estate investors succeed in their business, not only in their business, but in their personal lives. So, we're dedicated to helping people, set goals, develop attributes that will help them in their lives and in business. So if you haven't checked out investorthrive.com, check it out. Like and subscribe this channel for good content, more content with like my mom coming on. There's going to be great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, there's going to be great, more stuff coming. So anyway, we're going to hop right into it. Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Very good, son.
You doing good?
How are you? Yeah, I'm
Are you
doing
nervous?
Good. A little
No,
bit.
you're not nervous.
No.
Don't worry about it. So first thing we want to get into is the Investor Thrive Nation, the audience, they don't know who you are.
Good.
Who are you?
Now they will know.
They're going to know you. And so let's start off. Mom, tell them a little bit about you, a little about an intro, where you're from, so everyone can get to know you.
Okay. My name is Alba, and I came to this country long time ago.
Well, how long did you come?
I came in 1980.
Wow. How long ago is that then? 40?
41 years.
Is that 42?
Like that.
Well, 41, 42, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because we're in
42 years ago. And, well, I'm from Chile.
Mm-hmm.
And in Chile, I was studying, and I have a good life.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I always want to come to America because this is the land of the opportunities.
Wow.
And one of the things that when I came to America, my eyes were open.
Uh-huh.
Completely, because in our countries, can be any other country after after the United States, you have opportunities here to start with a wonderful life. Of course, you have to work hard.
Yeah, of course.
But when I was in Chile, I was studying only. But
What were you studying, by the
I
way?
was studying chemistry. My father was a chemist from a minor company, was a good man, and he wants me to be a chemist. And when I came to America, my route changed completely.
Really?
Yeah. And
Did you like chemistry when you were studying it, or was it kind of boring?
I didn't enjoy so much because it's about numbers, but we will see something about that later.
Really? Do you not like numbers?
It's good. But with chemistry was a little bit more different. And when I came to America, I came to usually I did different things because I'm the kind of person that I like to try everything that I enjoy.
You like going to the buffet, the Golden Corral.
No.
You like to try that all.
No. I like
You
once
like
in
the
a
Golden
while.
Corral? No, you don't.
Not so much.
That's more dad, huh?
Yeah, you are that. Like
Okay, not
to
a
do
Golden
that.
Corral.
But I came here and I love to work with children. And I went part of the route and I went and studied. And I'm a teacher, but I'm not fulfilling my we can call professional.
Is that, you mean like you didn't get your teaching degree or something? Is that what you mean?
And I went to study and I said, I want to work with children. It was good because they are in the right moment that you can teach those minds.
Yeah.
They are so tender and loving. But later I decided to start with my new business. And I have a cleaning company.
So, hey, before we get into the cleaning company, I just want to make sure we understood your intro. So you came from Chile. I want to kind of know a little bit more why you thought America had the dream.
Okay.
Because you said you wanted to come to America because you thought it was, well, you had never come to America before you were, what, 20, how old were you, 27?
I was 23.
That's when you
23
came
years
to America?
old, yeah.
So
After,
you came to America at 23 because you believed it was the land of the free. You've never been. So what gave you that idea?
well, everything that you see in other countries outside America is coming from the United States, movies, activities, anything else. And when I saw that one as a little
Go
girl,
a little bit closer. Yeah.
when I saw that one as a little girl, always my desire was to come to America. And in Chile, usually you study, parents pay for your education until today.
Yeah.
And you study, have fun in a way as a youth,
Yeah.
but nothing else. And sometimes you take the route of your parents, what did they study. But in America, your eyes are more open. And I decided to do other things because the youth in Latin America, especially in my country, they have to study. When they finish, sometimes they don't have the opportunity to go in their field, that they have to do it completely
So they just keep living with their parents or something?
Exactly.
So you felt like coming to America, you'd have more opportunity, even though you'd never been there before. You've believed from the movies and just from seeing that, America was great, that you want to do. How do you feel that you accomplished your goal and made it to America? Like, how did that make you feel? Or how does that make you feel now?
I feel that my life had been fulfilled in so many ways.
Just coming to America, huh?
To come into America, I met your father.
Yeah.
I had a family that I raised, but I want to continue doing something different that I enjoy.
I think your phone is going off. Someone's calling you, but we hung up.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it. So you came here to America. You felt fulfilled. She's trying to figure out her watch, but it's all good.
It's my new watch.
That's a nice watch, the iPhone. You balling now. You got the watch. You got the new iPhone 13. You got it all.
Okay, I turn it off.
Yeah. Okay. So you made it to America. You feel fulfilled. I mean, the reason why I'm asking these things, because most of us, was
You
born
were
here.
born here.
Most people that are watching this are born here. They don't understand. I think they take for granted being an American and the opportunities that are here. Because you're saying in Chile and in some other countries, the opportunity is you study, your parents pay for it, and if you get a job, great, and if not, you might just stay at home and work, live with your parents and struggle, maybe.
A struggle,
Right.
and it's completely.
But here, there's so much
hard work.
opportunity for everyone to succeed if you have a good work ethic, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you come to America, you get married, right? You have a family, and I guess when you get older, or when the kids get older, you started teaching a little bit, like you were talking about. Or you did Spanish,
Spanish.
worked at a school, and you enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoy because I saw how the little children were learning so fast another language.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's amazing how they can.
Do you know
progress.
why they learn languages faster?
Well, because their brain is developed in a way that they are like in a sponge. And I was reading that children can learn at the same time 7 languages.
Really?
It's amazing. And I can see in my grandchildren too when I'm talking. And right now I have 2 grandchildren that they are out of the country, but they are
they just
taking
moved
the
there.
language very easy.
Do you think they'll learn it within the
Yeah,
next couple
they
months?
will. They will.
They moved to Mexico, right?
Yes.
So they'll pick that Spanish up?
The point, they will do it because as a growing up, we feel nervous how we pronounce, if the person
True.
will understand. But children, they don't have any barrier. They communicate.
Well, it's true, because when I learned Spanish, when I was younger, I didn't learn it, unfortunately, but I learned it later when I served my mission. And I was worried about my accent, if I was saying something wrong. The kids, they don't care.
No,
They don't care about their grammar,
They
how they're
don't.
saying it. They just say it and they pick it up. Okay, so that's why. They're sponge. They got a sponge brain,
Yes,
right?
sponge
It's got a sponge brain, and I think when they're that young, they're able to learn so many different mobility. I think they're just blessed, right? God
They
blessed
are.
them with
They are.
little kids with the ability to learn quickly. From the
Well,
sound
we
of it.
are too, but we are with the fear of what is coming the next, or if somebody will understand.
Right.
But we have the same opportunity to learn.
Got it. Okay, so you taught in the school. Why did you decide we came back? You're talking about this, but we're coming back to it. Why did you decide to do a cleaning business?
Because
Because that was after teaching, correct?
Yeah, I was teaching, and I created my own company
Well,
with the
what was your company called?
Celestial Company,
I thought-
Celestial Cleaning Company.
So you're gonna get it cleaning to the celestial glory, right? It's just gonna be that
Exactly.
nice. So Celestial Cleaning Company,
best.
the best. So why did you decide to go start a cleaning company?
Because I want to help my husband in raising our children and having a little better opportunity with expanding the money
Okay,
and
so-
going with our children. But I always want to learn how can you do better
Mm-hmm.
with your own ideas. And we did it. It was a commercial and
Commercial cleaning?
commercial
Because you
cleaning
clean
company
commercial
and
business.
residential.
Which one did you prefer cleaning? Commercial or residential homes?
I love the commercial.
Commercial was better, right?
Commercial, yeah.
They do keep it, because I remember I used to go and clean with you sometimes.
Did
They keep
you?
it.
Had
They
you-
kept it cleaner, right?
Yes.
In the commercial buildings?
Exactly. And you do your part. But the good thing about the cleaning company is that you met two other people
Mm-hmm.
and you want to give the satisfaction that you are living something better
Yeah.
in their home, in their business. And I think that because for me it was customer service too.
Yeah.
And I want to provide the best that I can for them. And I never have any problem with cleaning. Because
cleaning?
my ladies,
How many cleaning ladies did you have?
I
Do you
have
remember?
about 6.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
And they were doing good, and I was very strong too.
Yeah, you're a good manager.
But I was very strict in the cleaning because I want that they can be honest. They can
What do you mean by strict? Like that you made
Strict.
sure they cleaned it good?
very good because I didn't want that they can call me later and say you didn't do this part, or if they call me because the mirror have a little
Little smudge,
smudge.
smear, something like that.
If my girl couldn't go, I have to go,
Yeah.
and I have to do it. But
So that was like
I never
that was like
have
10 years ago, right? That was
more
yeah.
than yeah.
So what did you pay these ladies to clean? Do you remember? Was it like $8 an hour,
Do you
$7 an
know,
hour?
I remember more than 10 years ago, I was paying to my girl that they were my right hand between $10 and $12 an hour.
They were balling then. They
Wow,
were
because I
making good
didn't
money.
want that these ladies can say next time I cannot do it next week. But it's stressful because if some of them were not ready, they didn't want to go, or something happened, I have to do it.
It's kind of like my business. If someone's sick or someone can't make it for any reason, then I have to fill in, and it's
You
stressful.
have to
So
do
that's
it.
how business is, you know. And it's very stressful as a business owner to have employees, and things happen. It's not like they want to necessarily not come to work, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in life. You know, their car breaks down, anything.
Anything, and I want to keep the same worker in my company. I didn't want to be changing every other month.
Right.
For that reason, I keep them good. I pay good for them. If the salary was lower and upside the other companies, I didn't care. I want to pay better.
So you paid about 10 to 12 about 10 years ago. And how much would you make, if you remember, per house? Like, was it by square footage? Was it by
I
the
did
size
it
of the home?
for the size of the home.
Okay, so let's say a 3,000 square foot house, bigger than, 3,000. What would you say you charged back in the day?
I remember some they were $200. Other depend from the size because I look at more by the square foot, 120. But in each house I have 2 girls, and
It would take maybe 2 hours to clean it?
no
With 2
more
girls?
than that. No
Okay,
more
so
than
the
that.
margin was, you'd probably pay them $30-$40, and then you'd make 120 or 200. It's pretty good.
good. Yeah,
And
it was good.
how did you get clients back in the day? Was it word of mouth? Did you market? How did you get people?
Usually I market a little bit, but was by the word of mouth. And that is the best in business. Because when you have people and they know you and they know that you will respond and do the good job and be trusty, they will come and they will say, give me their name, give me their phone number. And I start to having that one.
So word of
because
mouth
they-
referrals.
Exactly.
Now, Investor Thrive Nation, listen to what she just said. Referrals are the best
Are the
business.
best.
Now, with what I do with home selling, we don't get a lot of business from referrals just because we deal with that one person that had a major problem. They might not want to tell everyone they had to sell their house quickly because, they might feel uncomfortable about it. But that is something we could improve in our business, is asking people that we've done deals with where we've bought their house, be like, hey, do you know anyone else? Because maybe they might know people that want to sell quickly too, or fast, or just even list their home. So that's what we need to do to improve.
It's excellent because if you send a flyer to a home and say, hi, are you ready for selling your home? And you can do something maybe a little, I don't know how can I explain, a little positive for them. Maybe they will come. I receive flyers from some investors, some people that they want to buy our.
But you don't
home,
know who
but
they are.
No, I don't
but
know.
if you were to have me call you and say, hey, I just sold my house because this company's great, you would be more interested in working with
Exactly.
them. So just every Investor Drive Nation, referrals are great. We actually got a lead from a probate attorney we worked with 2 years ago. It was an attorney that helped us buy a house, or he gave us a lead 2 years ago. He called us again like a month ago and said, hey, I have another client that needs to sell their house quickly. Now, we got lucky because he reached out to us, but if I would have maintained that relationship in the 2 years and just called them once a month or called them every 3 months and just said, hey, do you have any properties? Can I help you? Maybe we would have got more business. But it's just keeping relationships is very important.
That is so good because one of the things that if you send, for example, a Christmas card with your name,
Oh,
with your
gosh.
business.
Now you're talking.
If you are coming in summer, summer is coming better for people depend in the areas where you live. For example, Park City, with the business of a ski. If you maintain that communication with these people, they will remember you.
It's true. I didn't think about the Christmas card. That's a great idea.
Or sending a calendar
Yeah.
with your little business and say, we are still remember you. Thank you for.
Yeah, little card or just a thank you. I think that's something we need to do. Investor Drive Nation, if you're wholesaling or you do a deal with someone, send them a thank you card after you do the deal. I mean, you just made money. They don't necessarily. They know you bought their house or you assigned it to someone. They're happy it's done. Send them a thank you card and say, hey, it was a pleasure doing business with you. If you know of anyone, please reach out in the future. If you know of anyone that wants to sell. Write that down, everybody, because that's a good idea. That's why we have these podcasts, because you come up with good ideas. But yeah, I should do that. Good idea, Mom.
Very
good
son.
idea. So after your cleaning business, which sounds like it went well, you moved. What happened
We
after
moved
that?
From Georgia to Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And I'm always love Costco.
Oh, is this when you started working at Costco?
And I came from.
Look, I love
Georgia?
Costco too. I think Costco is amazing. One of my goals is once I get my wholesale real estate business and coaching business, all that on autopilot, eventually, I would love to go work at Costco.
That would be good.
They have great health
you
benefits.
have many opportunity, great benefit, and I love the environment.
It's a good environment. You feel good there. I don't know what
love
it is.
I love because I love to be with people.
I think that's
Talk
what it is, yeah.
And treat people.
There's a hustle going on, a bustle going on where people are there, they're buying stuff. You feel like there's
You have a
energy
different
there.
kind of people, but depend how you connect with them. And well, I came to Salt Lake City, and one day I went to Costco.
So you just decided, let me go get a job at Costco.
Yeah, I didn't. I went and talked to one of I remember the manager and say, "Hi, I'm ready."
You said
ready
that.
for what? To work for you.
You randomly said that to a manager?
Yes,
You
I
just went to a manager and said, hey,
I went to the
I'm ready to work
I'm
for you.
here. I'm ready to work.
And he said, okay,
And
you're
he
hired.
looked at, who are you?
This lady's
I
losing
say,
it.
I'm Alba. I say, and I'm ready. And he said, well, you need to fill the application and
You said, I don't want to fill out anything. Just give me a job.
give me a job. And he sent me to fill an application in the
Online.
Online. I did it, and I went the next day.
Hired. On the
I'm
ready right there.
I already applied. And the guy looked at me, this one. I say, okay. we will call you. And he looked at the application and say, okay, come.
So you filled out the application, then went the next day and said, "I'm ready." And he said, "I still got to look at your application."
Yeah.
Got it. You're ready. Hey, that's the person I want to hire. They're ready. You're ready.
And I have about 3 interviews, and they say, okay, you are ready.
You're
and
ready.
they put me, I still remember in Costco working, selling, offering the product that Costco was
samples.
having. The samples.
You were a sample lady.
I was the number one lady because Costco didn't have. They
Number
have
one?
They have other company offering some product.
Okay.
But I remember I think was my manager said, why we don't start to offering the product from Costco? And I say, okay.
So let me
I
ask,
saw-
is that the same thing as the people that have the samples, or was it
Those
different?
belongs to another company in Costco.
Okay.
They offer the product from Costco, but there is a group that they are, I don't remember the name now. How do they call CDS? I don't remember,
Okay.
but, and they put me, and I was the only one offering the product from Costco, and they were a little bit crashing in between these little ladies, and I belong to Costco with my Costco hat, my apron.
Oh, wow.
And I start to selling pretty good, and I think
You said you were the number one lady? What does
Yeah.
that mean? Like in the world, in the
because
state?
when we start to offering the product from Costco, for example, I will tell you, Costco start to making in those years some kind of bread.
I love.
I love it,
Good
but
bread.
They say, Alba, why you don't try this selling this bread? Of course, I sing, I move, I cut, and talk to the people.
You were
coming.
You sang?
I was singing.
What did they call you? The Costco singing lady?
Yeah, some of the people came to me and say, "Oh, you are the singing lady."
And then they
I
bought
remember.
bread.
And I say, "Try this product; it's so good."
How are they not
They
going to buy it if you're singing and being all joyful?
It was so good. And I start to selling, and I went to the bakery and say, "We need more bread. We need more bread."
You did
And
not.
I say, "Yeah, we need more."
So you
bread."
sold all the bread. So you went to the bakery and said, "I need more bread," and they had to make
say
more.
They have to make more, and later
Wow.
they say, "Well, we cannot do it until the next."
Yeah, they gotta bake it, I guess.
They have to do it.
You sold
They-
out the bread.
Yeah, they put me to sell chicken salad. Salad, that one?
That sounds good.
Wow. And I still remember selling and selling for the holiday. I remember
So
and
what made you so successful at being the number one sales lady at Costco, selling
don't
those
ever
things?
feel embarrassed. It's your job.
Don't ever feel
Offer
embarrassed.
the product.
How many people looked at you funny? How many people do you feel were like, "What is that lady doing?"
Oh, probably so many they were thinking, but they came, they have line. I still remember I said
Wow.
to my manager, give me other product. And they sent me to sell other products that I remember. The sheep.
They came to Costco for you to see the
I
lady.
don't know. And do you know one of the good successful is that don't ever feel intimidated. It's your job. If you want to do good, be genuine, talk, be happy, and
Do you think so? You're saying a lot of it came from you not being worried about what people thought about you, and being happy.
yeah, I think you can make the environment around you. You can make it boring. And I have to do this one again. No, you try to do the best that you can selling your product. And Costco was doing very good. And my manager, I say, how did we do it today? Let's go out and we look in the computer.
Well, you've done a great
Very
job
good.
because I invested in Costco stocks not when you started, but a while back, and it's skyrocketed. So
It's
thank you
going.
for helping my stocks.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
I love
Let's
Costco.
go, Brandon.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Let's go.
But
So,
we can
sweet.
do it, depend from us. And I think that as people that are investing, doing all this.
Yeah, give
try
them some
to-
tips, Investor Thrive Nation. How were you so successful? Give it kind of like a list if you want to just repeat off.
It's
Happy,
something-
not worried.
Yeah, don't worry about what other people will think of you. Do the best that you can. I love when people are very genuine. And-
Smiling is very important too. Like
Oh.
nobody wants to go to you if you're all grumpy, sad. But if you're smiling, happy, they want to know what it's all
Exactly.
about.
And some people said, you are always happy. I choose to be happy.
You choose to be happy, right? Because it's hard to be
And
happy all the
some
time.
other people that they were working with me, they were so miserable. I say, why you come to work then if you feel in that way? Our attitude,
Yeah.
our attitude is so important. And after that, one of my managers asked me if I would like to go to membership, and that including selling membership for
That's
the
where
company.
that's where you do the returns,
Yeah.
right? At the end,
Exactly.
at the
Now,
front by the food court.
exactly. Now I'm working in membership. I love to be with people selling membership, try to do the best with them and make them feel
You're good at
comfortable.
selling the memberships now, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're good at that.
I'm doing it. I
So
have been doing
one thing
pretty
I've
good.
noticed about you, you're my mom, I love you. But if you weren't my mom, one thing I'd say is your eyes, right? Like people look at you, you're a good person, right? And I think people see that when they talk to people. They want to look at someone and they feel like they're a good person. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Like you can tell if you're working with someone shady or someone that doesn't have your best interest.
You
Or,
don't want to have it that. You
no,
don't want to
you don't
be
want to work with
that
that.
person.
So you're
No.
successful, in my opinion, with people because you love people, right? And they
love
can look at you and they're like, "Oh, this is a good person. They won't take advantage of me. Won't do anything wrong." That's something I think that I've inherited that you've given me, or
Yeah, you
is
do.
I'm a good.
You-
I think I'm a good person. I'm not trying to toot my
You
own horn,
are.
but I care about people, and I think people can feel that energy. They can see it. They can feel it over the phone. So yeah, I think it's very important. I think that's why you're so
Be
successful with
sincere.
people.
Be
Sincere,
sincere.
full of love.
Mhm.
Because I will in my business, I want people to succeed more than I want to make money. So if someone is in a bad position and it's better for them to list with a real estate agent or do another thing that I can't provide, I'll tell them. I say, hey, look, your situation, it's better if you do this. I can't help you, but this is your best option in my opinion. Then they say, this is usually what happens. They say, I appreciate you telling me that, but I want to work with you. I don't want to list it. I would rather go with you just because you're honest. So I'm telling Investor Side Nation, don't feel like you're going to lose out on business or opportunities by being honest and true and a good person.
You will never lose. Why? Because this is the reason that people go on business. They want to succeed. But the people that they want to learn, they are learning from all of you
Yeah.
in the honest way.
And that's why I've created Investor Thrive Nation. That's where I'm Investor Thrive, where I'm trying to help people, coach them, and help them succeed in real estate in their personal lives. I want to help people, right? That's my goal. I want to help people develop attributes that will help them, because I think developing the right attributes is super important in life. Love, honesty, being kind. Those are all things that will go past. We got five, where are we at, Hector? Yeah, so those are things, love, honesty, kindness, all those attributes that are important. Those are things that will help you succeed no matter what, in my opinion. And I want to help people in real estate, but also develop attributes and set goals. Those are all extremely important things. Something that you learned throughout life, but you also served a mission for the church.
I did.
So that you learned that.
That's helped me a lot.
Yeah, that helped me a
Because-
ton too.
Yeah, because you have to deal with different kind of people. And do you know what? In the beginning, when I know that we don't have so much time, but I want to learn what you were doing when you were younger with the selling dish.
Oh gosh, yeah, we
Yeah.
got time for that. So, guys, I feel kind of bad. I'm a bad son. I should have been better.
You are not. You are not a bad son.
So I was selling door-to-door Dish Network, cable, satellite TV, for right after my mission, after return from my mission to Oregon, where I taught people about Jesus for 2 years. I went to college, and then I started getting into door-to-door sales. That's where you would literally go knock on someone's door. You would say, hey, I see that you might have DirecTV on your roof, or you might have Comcast cable. I bet your bill's high. I can get you a better deal. That's essentially what you're doing. So my first year I did it for 5 or 6 years. So my first year I was pretty good at it, but just because the mission, I was so good at knocking doors and talking to people. So first year I did this was big money for me back in the day. In a 3-month period, I made like $16,000. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much money. This is great. The next year I managed and I sold more. I made $60,000. And then over the years, it just went up. There's a lot of money in door-to-door sales, but it's very difficult because it's hard work. So my mom saw how much money I was making and saw the opportunity I was doing. And I thought she was great at sales. She is great at sales. So she was saying, I think it was my last year of selling door to door in Terre Haute, Indiana. My mom is. What you were saying? I want to go. You basically said
because I want to learn what you were doing. I want to learn.
And
how to
my
sell
sister
door
Nicole
by
had
door.
gone the previous year, so we had talked to you about it, and I thought you could do it. I think you can do it, but I was like, fine, if you want to go, Mom. We're flying out to. We're living in Utah at the time. I had a team of about 19 people. And we would get an apartments in the complex, and we'd meet there, have our sales meetings, and we go knock. So I was like, I know my mom can do it. She's great. People love her. She's awesome. So we fly out to Terre Haute, Indiana. If you don't know where Terre Haute, Indiana is, it's outside an hour west of Indianapolis. So it's a little smaller town, but it's still decent. And I brought my mom. I trained her. She read the booklet. She knew how to sell dish. Somewhat. It takes some time. So I think your first day, I took you out on the doors into a neighborhood, and I let you shadow me for 5 or 6 doors where I pitched, right? I was like, hey, this is how you do it. And I let you shadow me. And then I said, all right, Mom, good luck.
you told me to the Lions then.
Oh, man. I don't know what I was thinking because I thought.
Well,
I was
were
like,
young. You were learning.
And I was like, oh, she's got it because you're good with people.
I
But I didn't
good
realize
with
that the
them,
people of
but
Terre
not
Haute, Indiana,
saying.
I didn't realize the people of Terre Haute, Indiana are savages to a sweet Hispanic lady.
Exactly.
So I had her knocking, and I left. And how did it go?
I started knocking on doors. Some people closed the door on my face. Others came down and say, "Why did you knock my door? You wake me up."
Some guy yelled at you.
Yeah, yelling.
Right then, I should have stopped and said, "Hey, this isn't for you. You can't." Or I should have gone to the guy and said, "You don't yell at my mom. She's just trying to get you a lower TV bill. Chill out."
But it was good because I learned, and instead selling the dish, people came and brought me letter and showed me, look, these are all my debt, and I have to do this. I would like to go with what you are offering me.
You probably could have sold maybe some if you knew how to do it. I should have trained you more.
But my heart was more, these people, they don't have the money. And I sit down and gave consult to them, and they cry, and I cry.
You had people cry?
Yeah, some old lady.
Oh, my gosh. And you cried.
And I cried, too.
I didn't know that.
Because,
wow.
But it was good, but I learned a lot. I have so many experiences.
If I were to go do that again, I probably would have let you shadow me probably for a week.
Exactly.
Or 2 weeks. And then I'd say, hey, I think you're ready. And I probably would have just shadowed you where I let you knock on the doors and I would watch you and give you critiques. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You forgive me?
I forgive you, son.
I love you.
I love you more.
That was your experience door to door. Door to door is hard.
No, it's hard, and I have so much respect for all of these young people, or these people that they go and sell door by door.
Now you're nicer to them.
Because I did. Oh, yeah.
Now, do you remember, I think it was the first day or the second day after you did a full day knocking, the next day you couldn't even move.
I couldn't walk. Because I walked miles after miles. But I was thinking that was fun.
Yeah.
But when I was in the
bed?
Right? No, when I was in the field working hard,
You didn't.
man, I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh gosh, I think I had to pick you up at like 8 because we would go till 9 at night, and I picked you up a little bit early.
Oh, my
So I remember I knocked on your door because we were ready for the sales meeting in the morning at 10, and you were still in bed. So I knocked on your door and said, "Are you okay?" And I think you said, I can't move."
Yeah.
And I just Derek, my business, one of the managers there that was my roommate. He was just cracking up. I mean, we weren't trying to laugh at you, but it was just kind of funny because for us, we walk and there's no problem,
every
right?
place.
But you were like, I'm so tired. So you didn't go to that meeting, no problem.
No.
And then I think after like a couple days, we just decided, hey, it's a little difficult. It's not for you. Hey, by the way, don't feel bad. 5 or 6 people out of the 19 people went home that like within a couple months
But
because
I tried.
You
I
did
did
try.
it.
But those it's very difficult. So
Oh,
there's
it
people
is
my age that just give up. So don't feel
Okay.
bad. And then you did make us breakfast one.
Oh, I did.
You did, remember?
breakfast
You did
and
like
dinner.
you did, yeah. So everyone loved you. They were like, "Oh man,
I
we could
remember.
if you could have just stayed there and made everyone dinner and breakfast, we probably would all just had loved that and paid you. But you had to go home. You had to be with my
With
dad.
yeah, with that.
And I'm sure he missed you. So that was a good time, good experience. But look, it was hard, and things that are hard when you look back, you say, "Wow, I did it." You know,
did it,
and I think that's the purpose of life is to prepare to we believe to prepare to meet God, but it's to learn, right?
Exactly.
And things that are hard.
The experience
Is the experience.
will make you stronger.
That's why we come here, and my belief, what you believe, to experience life, to learn, to grow, to become better. So even though it was hard, you learned a lot.
I did.
You probably are
Think
better
so.
at Costco because you went door to
Yeah.
door.
That is
Right?
because it's easier.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to go door by door. The people come to me.
Yeah, they come to you,
Yeah.
and but the fact that you did that is good because you can. If you had to, I could train you more. You probably could do it if you want, but
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. So, Investor Thrive Nation, we've had a good time. My mom was nervous at the beginning. You're not nervous anymore, right?
No.
It's easy.
Good.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Podcasts are easy. You just talk. So, I wanted to end. I wrote on a board right here. So we talked about how you're the top saleswoman. We talked about how love and showing people love is probably one of the key ingredients to being a good salesperson, is because they can feel that you care about them. You have their best interest in mind. So that's why I'm such a big proponent in I want to push on people or teach people developing the right attributes, because love, being kind, those things will make you a better person, but a better in your job, because people want to work with you. I mean, there are people who will always get ahead financially by being like cheating and stealing, but they
that
won't
is
be
not the
happy and they
point.
won't.
No.
Yeah. So love what you have. That translates to success, in my opinion, in life. Not just monetarily with money, but just in life, right?
Be kind. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think that's just where we want to end it. You're a very kind person, very loving to everyone you meet, and I think people will remember. And that's another thing. When you die, it doesn't matter how much money you had. You can't take that with you. It doesn't matter. People will remember you for how kind and loving you were, right? So people will remember you for that, and that's what I want to be remembered as, right?
But don't kill me yet.
No,
son.
I'm not gonna. You got some time.
Yeah, I have a long
Yeah,
time.
you got a lot.
I'm trying to think to go and start with other kind of business now.
Yeah?
I will let you know later.
Yeah, man. If you want to get into wholesaling, if you want to get into fix and flip, why
Oh,
not?
I would love that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well-
Investor Thrive, this has been a good episode with my mom. If you want to reach out to her, maybe we can put her email on here. I don't know why you would want to reach out to her, but if you want to contact her. But
Any ideas?
let's end by just saying, be kind, love others, and that will translate to success not only in your business but in your personal life. Right, Mom?
Excellent, Jam.
Do you want to say anything else before we sign off?
The only thing that I don't remember so well, but it is important to be nice. But it's more nice. No, it is. How do you say?
I
It
think-
is nice.
To be okay, I got it because I just found this quote. It's important to be nice, but it's more important. No, it's nice to be important, but it's
Yes.
more important to be nice.
That
Okay,
one.
there you go.
I always remember that because that is the essence of life.
Okay, let's say it one more time. It's nice to be important,
But it's more important to be nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Nailed it. All right. Thanks, Investor Thrive Nation. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to
you.
like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more awesome content, and see you later.
See you later.
Let's go, Brandon, right?
Let's go, Brandon.
All right.